Hi everyone. First of all, I want to thank you for your support, for all the follows and all the questions that you've been asking me. One of the questions that I have received just over and over is, what are you eating in a day? And if you want to lose weight, then you want to stay in a caloric deficit. And what that means is that the amount of energy that you consume in food should be less than the amount of energy you're actually spending through the day, so that your body borrows from its storage and releases the weight. I do have a caloric deficit calculator that I found online. It's not mine, but I think it's just useful. So I'll show you just a few effective ways that I've found that helps me. As a female in menopause, I'm headed to my 54th year of life. I do know that my hormones are off balance and my estrogen levels are low. So because of that, I will tend to lose muscle mass a little bit faster anyway. That's what happens to us women when we are older. So I make a deliberate decision to increase the amount of proteins that I consume through the day, and I'll show you as we go along this video. Anyway, it is just after 7 o'clock our time here. I'm getting ready for my first workout. So what I do when I wake up, I don't like doing this, but if you're like me, you don't like drinking water, just don't think about it. Just do it. Small sips through the day, they all add up in the end. So I'll take my water before I work out and just start drinking. When I wake up, I just start sipping on the water. Now, before my workout, first things first, I cannot do this without my cup of coffee. I drink the coffee black. So my first cup, I'll usually have 2 cups of coffee in the morning. That's just me, coffee lover. I spent lots and lots of years jazzing up my coffee in ways that were really packing on those calories. I used to drink flavored creamer and add coffee and this nice thing of cream over it, and oh my gosh, it was so delicious. So it was difficult for me to really come to terms with black coffee. What? It was difficult. My advice to you is, if you're an avid coffee lover and you love adding things to it, try to do what I do. First, I made my coffee really light because I like strong coffee, and so when it had nothing in it, it was just really hard for me to get it down, and so I lightened it up a lot and I was able to drink it. So habits. If you're trying to lose weight, pick one bad habit that you have and work on it one day at a time. For me, it was coffee. All right, I'll see you right after the workout and I'll show you what I do after my workout. This is my breakfast. It will be a breakfast smoothie. So this is going to have everything that I want in it: my vegetables, proteins, and fat. I started off with some spinach in here. I mean, it's about half a handful of spinach, and then about 6 ounces of almond milk. I'm using peanut butter. I love peanut butter. So I use that for protein and healthy fat. Peanut butter is high in calories. So 2 tablespoons here give me about, I would say it gives me 9 grams of protein and 190 calories total. And then the only other thing that I'll add to here is my protein. Blend it up. I'm going out to run some errands. It is Saturday, so I'll take this with me on the road. So I've got my plant-based protein here. This one, 2 scoops of it is 110 calories for 20 grams of protein. And I also like to add this collagen powder. Gives me more protein. So again, 2 scoops of this collagen powder is only 70 calories for 18 grams of protein. And then I love to top this back up with some almond milk, blend it, and I'm ready to go. This smoothie here, believe it or not, has almost 400 calories total. It's got some vegetables, it's got my healthy fat, and it's got about 37 grams of protein total. So I'll just blend that up, and it blends for 20 seconds, and this goes with me on the road to today while I'm running errands. So right there, about almost 400 calories total. Again, I am showing you what I'm having today. It's not what I have every single day. This is just a typical Saturday. Since I am on the go, I'm going to take this with me and drink it over the next 30 minutes or so. High protein. All right, everyone, it is almost lunchtime. I'm actually pretty hungry here. So I'll season my salmon, that's what I'm having for lunch, with green beans. I'll let that marinate for about 20 minutes. But in the meantime, I am going to have a snack. I usually do not advise snacks, but you know, sometimes when you really feel hungry, you want to go ahead and have a healthy snack. So what do we have? I have salmon here, and this is how I keep up with how much I'm eating. I just look on the package. This is 0.78 pounds. I already calculated that. It's about 330 something grams, so let's say 330 grams of salmon. 100 grams of salmon is one serving. It will have about 40 grams of protein. So protein, I love to keep up with my protein. All right, so let's wash this out, and then we're gonna season it. Big on seasoning as well. You can use any seasoning that you like. Just set this up in the refrigerator for about 20 minutes. All right, everyone. So I'll be having these green beans with my salmon today. This one is already cut fresh and prepared, ready to use. On the back of the packet, they have microwave instructions. So you can actually just get this. If you don't have much time like me, get it already prepared. Sometimes I actually go for the frozen one. Do what works for you. It is a matter of what works for you so that you can stay on your journey and be consistent. So I tell you what, even though the packet says microwave this and you can probably season it with something right after microwaving, I am the queen of tasty. I've been on this journey for over 10 years, and I find out that the tastier my food is, the more likely I am to stick with it. I will cut the purple onions lengthwise, saute those, add the green beans, and then add the seasoning. Today, I will be eating the green beans and the salmon with some healthy carbohydrates. So I've got some sweet potatoes here. I'm going to season this again with my African seasoning. Just a little bit goes a long way. Sprinkle that on here, and then add olive oil over it, and then I will pop these in the oven for about 20 to 30 minutes at 400 degrees. I went ahead and made a batch. I love to batch cook because next time that I'm eating sweet potatoes, I don't actually have to cook them. And I'm thinking from the look of this will be for serving. Okay, so it is time for my favorite snack, yogurt bowl. I love to use any yogurt that is a Greek yogurt. It's got zero milk fat in it. It's a non-fat strained Greek yogurt. So I'm using the Phage brand today, and it says 3/4 of a cup is 90 calories and 18 grams of protein. I'm always looking at that protein, so so 3/4 of a cup. I'm going to eyeball it because I've done this so many times. I know just about how much yogurt is 3/4 of a cup. This is about 3/4 of a cup. And what I do is I actually have the browned stevia. So I'm going to have that on there, mix it up. And then I have 1/4 of a cup of blueberries and raspberries. I like to add that in here and just mix it around. So you know what's in your yogurt when you mix these things yourself. So do it yourself. And then lastly, this is another favorite of mine. I have this lightly salted, toasted coconut chips. All it contains is coconut and very little salt. So I just like to top it, and I will sit down and enjoy. Quick little snack, less than 120 calories, and it's got about 18 grams of protein. So this is how I cook my green beans so they are nice and delicious and tasty. I will just saute some onions, so purple onions, and seasoning. I had a little bit of olive oil in there, and I'll just toss these around until they start to soften up. And a little bit more seasoning. I'm really heavy on the seasoning. I will add some vegetable broth, a little bit of vegetable broth. I don't want my green beans overcooked, but you know, I want them to soften up a little. I'll cover it and I'll check it in about 5 minutes. All right, so green beans are cooked. I just took out the green beans. I'll add very little olive oil to this here. This is where we'll cook the salmon. Salmon cooks really fast on a stovetop, so that's why I love using stovetop. Excellent. Okay, so time to flip these pieces of salmon around. All right, so here we go. The salmon is done. 1 and 2. That's what my lunch looks like. This is what I'm having for dinner. This is a stuffed bell pepper that I had prepared with my meal prep a few days ago. All I'm going to do is heat this up for 3 minutes and voila, I have dinner. So to make this stuffed bell pepper, I learned that you have to pamper your bell pepper itself a little bit. Take it, chop the top off, scoop out everything from the inside, all the seeds, throw that away, rinse it up, coat the inside with just a little bit of salt, a little bit of garlic, and a little bit of black pepper. Put it in a deep dish like this one. Add water up to, I would say, about halfway up your bowl, and stick it in the microwave for about 5 minutes. What that does is it softens your bell pepper, and your bell pepper also absorbs some of the condiments, so it is delicious. Takes it to a whole nother level. So I take out the bell pepper, let it cool, and then I have my mixture, my stuffing that I have already prepared. This one here has lean ground meat, egg whites that I scrambled, as well as cauliflower. Scramble that up. Add whatever seasoning you want to make it delicious. Stuff your bell peppers. Come back and I put some homemade tomato sauce over it. Baked it at 400 degrees in the oven for 20 minutes, and then bring it out. Let it cool. Once it's cool, put the lid. If you have some prepared, some extra, like I always do when I'm making stuff like this, I always make some extra for next time. So when it's cool, I just took a few, just a couple of pinches of cheese and put that over there. Keep it in the refrigerator. This way, when I'm ready to eat, like now, it's going to take me 3 minutes to heat this thing up. Put it here by this little bed of baby spinach, and I am good to go. In 5 minutes, I have a whole meal. That's the beauty of meal prep for you. So let me walk you through my homemade salad dressing. I always start off with a plain, non-fat Greek yogurt, like this one here, the Phage brand. 1 tablespoon of this. This is the base of my homemade dressing. And then next, I'll add lemon juice. I am almost out of lemon juice, so I will add just a little bit of lime juice to it. Lime juice. Mix it up. And then olive oil. White wine vinegar. I love vinegar, so you can always add as much or as little as you want. Mix this thing up, and then my seasonings: ginger, garlic, black pepper, salt. Add that in here to my dressing. And taste it. This is perfect for me. One last thing. I like to come here and add just a little bit of stevia to my salad dressing. That's it. All right, so here we go. That's the stuffed bell pepper and a side salad. I've got all my protein in here, and this is delicious. I am so sure. That's all I eat in a day. If you enjoyed this video or if this content was helpful for you, go ahead and like my video, subscribe to my channel. This way, every time I put out a video like this, you get notified. If you have not joined my 21-day boot camp, the next one starts on November 1st. The link will be down below. Go ahead and subscribe. That way we can stay healthy, get healthy, stay healthy, and then learn to lose weight and keep it off long term. Everything that I teach is just about the changes that you can make that are sustainable long term. Long-term sustainability is key. Of course, we have accountability. I've got meal plans, nutrition guides. We have the workouts and a live meal prep once a week that's in boot camp. So if you haven't joined again, click that link below and go ahead and join today. Next boot camp starts on November 1st. Thank you, and I will see you at the next video.